Alright guys, so what's up? I'm in my room. So like I spend my whole time in my room being bored or something like that, thinking and talking to myself about what the hell am I doing here. So so I'm talking about conspiracy theory or warning you, I'm telling you the truth. I might be silenced, I might be hated by the general public, or I might so you guys I might think that you guys or all of you my viewers are calling me that I'm having a mental delusional, that I'm just playing games, that I'm making a lie, that telling everything is fake, there's no such thing as this. That might be true, but you might be right or you might be wrong. So Hollywood, right? So entertainment movies are fun, that we used to watch in our childhood memories. We used to watch these cartoon TV shows and movies that used to be really nice, used to be really fun. It is actually so much memorable. It used to attract our mind, that this TV show giving us that we are happy, that we are sad, it has emotions, it has feelings on it. Then what if I tell you that entertainment TV shows like Hollywood are predicting something? Like example, okay? So in the movie 2012, the movie 2012 depicts that the world is going to end and rich people are building these 5 giant arcs. So ark, right? So in the in Nabi Nuh, where they build arcs. So in the movie 2012, there's the scene where the Chinese government is building a giant facility to make a gigantic floating spaceship called arcs, the same ark that Noah built, the ark for evacuating the people and the animals and the entire population if there's a giant judgment day, giant flood came through to destroy Earth. So that in the movie 2012, they built giant ark to evacuate people, and it was actually kind of like predicting the real world, that we're experiencing climate change, global warming, massive catastrophe, deaths, and the government didn't care about us anymore. And medical insurance like United Healthcare CEO, the people really love that the CEO of United Healthcare CEO were getting killed, getting assassinated in front of a hotel in New York, in Manhattan. And the people really like the suspect. So the suspect is actually Luigi Mangione. So I don't know if it is who you heard. This man, he used to be living a happy life, but he's back. He's experiencing a massive painful in his whole life. He cannot pay his medical insurance company. So in America, medical insurance company sucks. The government didn't care about you, but you pay multiple times just to cure your health, to cure your sickness, to cure your dizziness, or to cure your blindness. So you must feel better, get well soon. So you must pay all of your money to the healthcare insurance. That the system is broken and it's screwed up, and all the people getting karma. All people are hating on the United Healthcare CEO named Brian. So Luigi Mangione just make a customized gun and he just shoot the CEO in the camera. It was cause he ran away, riding a bike. He hides the evidence. He hides the bicycle. He hides the jacket. He hides his pistol. So he literally ride a taxi to get into a train, so he must escape as soon as possible. So the authority and the government wouldn't capture him at all times. That actually predicted Incredibles. So Incredibles, there's a scene where the character talking that the healthcare insurance company is nothing to do, is useless. And of course, meanwhile, back to the TV show. So what if TV shows actually warn us? So Truman Show, the guy who played Truman Show, Jim Carrey, the guy who played Eggman in Sonic the Hedgehog, you know him, right? So Jim Carrey actually doing this. He was literally caught doing the Illuminati triangle symbol in his mouth like this. He's doing that symbol on TV show. People just laugh at him. They don't know what is Jim Carrey doing those triangle symbol in his mouth. He was actually doing pretending that the Illuminati and the elites are controlling him. Yes, the Illuminati and the elites are controlling celebrities. If the celebrities telling the truth, they will clone the faces, they will clone their body. Yeah, because Hollywood is scary industrial. They are actually human trafficking. So human trafficking, pedophiles, human trafficking and pedophiles, they still exist, and people are still controlling it by the rich people, the rich government Jeffrey Epstein was involved there. There's been 100 plus cases of Jeffrey Epstein. And same goes to PDD. Yeah. And Hollywood celebrities getting silenced. And of course, there, advanced civilization that it got erased from history. And we are just being doomed, and we are just being like a mindless ships. We are just being mindless ships and ants that we don't know what it's going to do, what are they going to plan for. So every natural disasters are actually planned or actually being staged. Like example, so the mud flood theory, that there's a disaster that destroys advanced civilization, that there's a civilization getting destroyed by a mud flood, right? Get destroyed by a war. So bells. When those bells ring, 100 years ago, millions of years ago, those bells were everywhere in public places to heal our energy, and those bells were actually appeared in the world fairs, like in America, like 1876, 1893, 1900s, 1901, 1902, 1903, 1904, 1915, fast forward until 1920s. Yeah, those gigantic Gothic neoclassical architectures. So America used to be a European city. Or influenced by the European culture or European architectures or European colonialism before it was decolonization. There used to be a lot of these neoclassical Gothic architectures, cathedral-like architectures all over America and all over the world before it was erased by a war because it was too old. They tore it down. They want to erase history because this building has free energy. So the person who destroys the history is Rockefeller. Rockefeller is the first billionaire. Rockefeller was the first billionaire. Rockefeller is a wealthy American philanthropist, oil industrialist, and of course J.P. Morgan as well. The Rothschilds, the Jewish archaeology. Where was Israel created? Israel was an evil country. Israel was not a Jewish country. Israel was created by the Rothschilds. And of course, the Rockefellers and Nathan the Rothschilds were actually giving money to Israel. They didn't support Israel. They just give the money. They give the land. So the Jewish colonizers will settle and take the land from Palestinians. So that's why the Jewish that we saw today was actually came from Khazar Empire. And actually, there's a guy who's predicting that there's gonna be a World War III. And look at it, we live in 2025. There's World War III going around. Russian, Ukraine fighting, Afghanistan, American crisis, India, Pakistan, China, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea. We have tension in South Pacific Ocean, military bases all over the world. America spending military bases. The reason why America is like rich, but the city is not well maintained because the healthcare system is broken. The government didn't pay for the citizens, and of course, America is controlled by elites. America is actually controlled by a wealthier elite. Look at this. George Washington, he's the first president. But did you know that he is a Freemason? Yes. Look at the mayor of New York. He's also a Freemason. Every famous people all over the world, they are doing satanic rituals. They are literally human trafficking. Look at it. Jeffrey Epstein as well. Jeffrey Epstein kidnaps children. And there's an old picture of Jeffrey Epstein taking picture with the boys. And the Island Boys? They think Island Boys might be connected to Jeffrey Epstein party like that. And many celebrities, royal families were gathered up on Epstein Island. They were actually child molesters. Yes, it is really bad. Protect your children. And children getting humiliated, something like that. We live in a bad society. Modern society does not fit for me. And we are seeking for extortion and revenge. Yes, it is. We have civil war in Africa. And of course, we have in Europe has a lot of illegal immigrants coming from Africa, coming from Middle East, India, Pakistan. They destroy Europe, they destroy America. But we don't know why, because Europe and America are colonialism. So VOC, Dutch Indies companies, it's Greek, and of course Roman Empire, French Empire, Portuguese Empire, the Spaniards empires, British Empire, American Empire. They colonized Philippines, they colonized Africa and Middle East. They take the whole thing from Africa, they take the whole thing from the Middle East, and they stole it and put it in a museum. Look at it, Germany, there's a museum in Germany. There's a giant blue door. Where does this giant blue dot came from? Came from Iraq. They steal it. Look at this. In British National Museum, there's a lot of weird stuff and weird statues. Where do they get this from? Yes, they steal it from Africa. They steal it from the Middle East and bring it to the museum. And we live in an evil world. We live in a scary world. We live in. I'm telling the truth, and you don't believe me. You don't believe in that we are being controlled. We are just sheep. We are just mindless animals. We are like ants, and the giant spiders are actually like the government who's going to corrupting us. They're going to kill us if we don't respect the government. Like, come on, man. You need to wake up, bro. You need to tell someone. You need to know someone. Who are you fighting for? Who are you believing for? Who are you supporting for? And who are you gaining power? And of course, celebrities like Paul Walker. He exposed the Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton evil plan to destroy Haiti, and he died in a car crash. Michael Jackson as well. He was poisoned to death by his doctor, or Michael Jackson was actually saving the kids. Michael Jackson is saving the kids, to protecting the kids, humanitarian aid to go to Neverland Island, to live in Neverland Island, Michael Jackson's own private amusement park. It was popular so kids can play. Michael Jackson loved the kids, protecting it, and the media calling Michael Jackson as a child molester. So Michael Jackson was called out to be a child molester if they enter his mansion. But Michael Jackson is protecting the children, not harassing the children. Look at PDD. EDP 445, Chris Tyson. Chris Tyson is a transgender. So I don't know why Hollywood celebrities have no kids, have no family. Look at Jackie Chan is sad and broken that he has no children, because Jackie Chan's children, son and granddaughter becoming LGBT supporter. Megan Fox's children becoming transgender. Like, I think Hollywood is getting more evil and getting more greed. Companies nowadays are getting way too much money. We're living in a concrete jungle. All my house around me is made out of concrete, made out of cement, made out of foundations. And yes, and of course, 9 to 5 job. Slavery was not ended. It was 99% of humans, we are below the pyramid hierarchy. Humans, 99%, we are living the pyramid hierarchy. We're living in the dome. So action movies or sci-fi movies where superheroes trying to escape from Earth, but then they got crushed. Boom! They got crushed by something. It's a force field. Earth's force field. It's like a dome. It's like a what do you call firmament. It's like a firmament. You named it. And of course, there's a guy from 1871 predicting that the war in Iran Israel might come up to be true. Look at it. We have Israel's missile strike, drone strike, buildings getting destroyed. Politicians are being angry, rising up to power. Nuclear wars everywhere. There might be a nuclear war in the future. And there's a predictive programming where there might be a collapse of humanity. And so because we don't know, or we don't want to get involved, if the government agents are making a weird plan to destroy human population, they want to start a war, they want to start a natural disaster, they want to control the weather. The government can control the weather. Chemtrails. If you look in the sky, look at it. A fake cloud. That is not a real cloud. It's not rainy. It's not cloudy. It's not dark. It's government controlling the air, controlling the sky to manipulate the weather with planes flying over them, spraying a white, a white substance, a white long line like this. Yes, that's what it's called, chemtrails. Conspiracy theories are going around. I'm also a conspiracy theory. And I know the Jews control the world, and Hitler hates Jews. And no wonder why the Jews are human trafficking. They run this fake media, Western media propaganda, starting a war. They start communism. Jews start communism. Yes, it's everything evil, everything nice, but everything way deeper down below my spine and down below your spine. That if you're hearing my voice, that I might be the last person to take these chances and the last person to take my adversaries. Well, have you heard of Tatari Empire? Yes, those buildings, those cathedral over Europe and the cathedral in Italy. The cathedral in Italy, it was built for 600 years. It was used to be not a church, not a cathedral. It was used to be a free energy center. Those giant doors, like this one, see, those giant doors can fit for giant people. Yes, those giant doors in all over cathedral and over Europe and all over the world used to be fit for giants or titans or giant humanoid creatures. And there's a Cologne Cathedral. It was really tall. It was nicknamed the tallest cathedral in the Europe and in the world. And the cathedral was built for 632 years. 632 years. Who built those cathedral? There were no technologies. We have no technologies. We have no modern wheels, tractors, or cement mixer or dump trucks like that. And so a lot of pyramids are becoming the most mysterious thing. Why there's a lot of pyramids all over the world? Why do they look so familiar to Egypt? And why is a pyramid in Antarctica? Why the hell is a pyramid in Bermuda Triangle? Bro, there's civilization that really connects us. And you know Atlantis, yes, Atlantis used to be a real island, but no, it was erased. It was gone by a natural disaster. And those people from Atlantis, they flee. Those people in Atlantis, they fled to countries and continents all over Earth, like Asia, Middle East, Africa, Europe, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, North America, South America, and they built this advanced civilization. They built this advanced civilization way smarter than modern people. This used to be an advanced technology. This used to be exist 100 years ago, but now it was wiped out, but now it was gone, but now it was never rediscovered. It was stolen. Like example, the Nazi Germany steal a gold from whenever all over Europe. Some resources were stolen by the Nazi Germany's, and yes, colonizers, wars, criminals, killing people, depopulation, erasing civilizations, and we were blind from the truth, and this is the Matrix. Yes, in the Andrew Tate is telling the Matrix. I was influenced by Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate tells the truth. Andrew Tate is the guy who escaped the Matrix, who he tells the truth. He knows too much. Andrew Tate was exposed for human trafficking, but he didn't expose human trafficking. He just bringing those people to his party. So Andrew Tate and Christian Tate were getting arrested multiple hundred times. You read the news, the NGO. So Andrew Tate and Christian Tate were getting arrested multiple times of human trafficking. They were accused for human trafficking. Same goes to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was accused of child trafficking, but it was false information. They found nothing on Michael Jackson's house, or they found nothing on Andrew Tate or Christian Tate's house. Yes, so people know too much. They will, if you know too much, the elites, the Illuminati, the Freemason, the Committee of 300, the Crown Council of 13, yes, they will going to silence you for telling the truth about Israel, about what they're doing. And you know, the Iranian, Kaaba in the Middle East, yes, it's literally connected to BlackRock. BlackRock, Vanguard, State, JP Morgan, they are the largest top shareholders. They make money to fund it on Facebook. They make money on Facebook, on Lockheed Martin, on Boeing, on Airbus, on military warplanes, military war machines, on economic entertainment products. Johnson & Johnson as well. They are the largest company who own the brand. They own iPhone, and the phone and the camera I hold, it was owned by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, JP Morgan. The plane and the things that you buy, the things that you sell, the things that you pay to rent, some stuff, it was controlled by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, JP Morgan. It is what it is. They are controlling. There's a company that controls government, politicians, and elite society, royal families of the Vanderbilt, the Orsini, Farnese, the Rothschilds, and of course the Rockefellers. Some of them were actually connected, or some of them were not connected to BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Those big three, or those big four companies in America, and controlling all over the world. If there's a country going to war, who wins? The government didn't win. The general, the military commanders, the army, or the terrorists didn't win. It was the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. They win the war. Because they fund money. They fund wars on both sides, both enemies, both friends and enemies. They send money to all of them. And of course, those cathedrals in UK, in France, in Italy, in Germany, in Spain, the Sagrada Familia, the cathedral in Venice, the giant cathedral somewhere in Rome or Italy, Vatican Cathedral, and the Cologne Cathedral, and the Old Minister, and of course, and the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris that were burned. So those buildings that has wireless free energy, or used to belong by that used to have the most advanced civilization before it was becoming church or before it was burned down, because they were trying to cover up the history. You can destroy our history, but we will never forget our history. So don't stop denying history. So this is my last video, so just let me know. Peace out. Goodbye.